Hello and welcome to the video lectures of English. Our today's topic is speech. So in this video lecture, we will be discussing everything about speech writing. What is a speech writing? What are the components of speech? What is the right format of the speech? And there are few points which one should keep in mind while writing a speech. So what is a speech? So a speech is an effective way of communicating a message to a large number of audience. So it is one of the ways. So speech is one of the ways of spreading awareness on social issues, or a speech is any giving information regarding other important topics or important issues. So as a form of writing, a speech writing is very similar to an article writing, except that it begins with a formal address to audience. So your speech writing is very conventional in manner, in tone, and conclude with a thank you. So a speech is written for a specific purpose. So you have to keep in mind that your speech is written for a specific purpose, like informing, persuading, convincing, or even entertaining an audience. Now we will see what are the components of speech. So if you want your speech to be very effective, so you have to follow few important components of speech. So by using these components, you can make your speech very interesting and very catchy. So it begins with greeting. The first part of your speech is going to be the introduction. So it begins with greeting the chief guest. As you all know, when a speaker is giving a speech, so what you do, you greet the person, or you greet the chief guest, principal, teacher, and other listeners. And your introduction may include a striking statement. So your introduction must include it may include a striking statement or a short anecdote. Anecdote is a story which is based on real life incident. So your introduction may start with a striking statement or a short anecdote or a saying. You can also start your speech by giving some quotation like Gandhiji once said, etc. So you can give his quotation, or any others famous or popular writers quotation. So your speech, the introduction should be in such a way that it should immediately attract the audience and make it very interesting. So the topic of the speech will be announced along with the occasion if required. So the next component is elaboration. So you will elaborate your speech. So what are the points which you can use to elaborate your speech? Let's see. So it will include the sequence of ideas to build up the summing up and conclude. So you have to it will include the sequence of ideas to build up to the summing up and conclusion. In conclusion you may include examples, you may give data to support your answer, or maybe personalize the information or dramatize the information. So these are the points which you can use for elaboration. You can give data, maybe reports, maybe pictures, or dramatize the information. And the next point is summing up. You will have to sum up your speech. In the end of the speech, speaker, what he she does, they sum up the speech. So while summarize the important points. So what you have to do, you have to summarize the important points in your speech, but do not repeat them. You have to summarize the important points of the speech, but do not repeat them. So your speech will also include conclusion. So your conclusion, it depends on the purpose of your speech. What is the purpose of your speech? Whether you want to make an appeal or a request, or maybe you may also conclude like it's a need of a time, or you may also conclude like call for action or appeal, warning. So, and you can also you also have to give an expression of thank you. Now we will see what are the points which you have to keep in your mind, okay, to write a speech. So the first important point is a speech should begin with a catchy introduction. So your speech should begin with a very catchy introduction in the form of anecdote. As I mentioned before, that you can also start up with your start up your speech with some short story which is based on real life incident, or maybe saying or quotation, or maybe you can also give some datas, etc., or maybe some provoking questions. The next point is a speech must reflect the speaker's clarity of thoughts. So your clarity of thoughts should be there. You should not be confused there. So there should be accurate facts and balanced view of thought. And you can also give comparison, like in past it was like that, now in present, now the time has changed, there is a need to be changed, and there is a call for action. So such things you can use. And a speech may also give reference to the newspaper, maybe reports. You may also give a reference of any newspaper, or maybe reports, or poster, advertisement, and other stimuli. And the next point is restrict the speech into 150 to 200 words. So try to stick to the word limit, which is 150 to 200 words. And keep in mind the language or the expression. So there should be some there has to be a accuracy of language, grammar, spelling, and there should be a relevant ideas. Now we will be talking about how can you use different expressions to conclude your speech. So the first expression or a phrase you can use to conclude your speech is, now it's the time to act or raise your voice, or maybe as a responsible citizen of our country, or as a responsible citizen of India, this and that. So it depends on the topic. The third expression which you can use is, now it's the need of the hour. Need of the hour is, or maybe to facilitate better education, or maybe, as I mentioned, it depends on the topic which expression is more appropriate for it. Or you can also use in my opinion, it should be like that, or in this way. So you can use these four or five expressions to conclude your speech. Now coming next to the language specification, what kind of different ways of emotions, or maybe language, or maybe what are the elements which you can use in the language of the speech. So language should be attractive. As I mentioned, language should be attractive. You can also use direct language. So like, wake up today before it's too late. So you can use such expressions also. You can also use rhetorical questions, like, for example, have you ever thought of it that one day there will be no plants? So you can use such rhetorical questions. Or you can also use emotive language, like you can also use in emotive language like pathos, like sadness. There could be some element of sadness or humor. So you have to be polite also. And you can also give direct suggestion in your speech, like you must act now, you must do that now, we should become more responsible now. So you can use such emotive, you can also give such kind of suggestions. You are free. So you can also use some models like should or need to. So you can also use some pronouns like I, you, we. So by using such like emotive language, or rhetorical questions, or direct language, you can make your speech more interesting and innovative. And you can also use some hypothetical situation, like you should and those hypothetical situations should not be baseless. It should be based on some facts. Think of the day when there will be no water on planet, or maybe. So you can use such hypothetical situations and use correct punctuation. So that was all about the language specification and how you can conclude your speech. Now coming to the format of the speech. So first you can give a title, heading or title. It is completely optional. It is not required, optional, not to be spoken, and should and your title should be very precise and exact. So it is not very required, it is optional. So next point is, you can start up your speech by greeting, like addressing respected principal or teacher or dear friends. Now coming to the content, how will you start up your speech? Like, I am Prachi of class 11, Prachi Gupta of class 11. So you can give everything whatever I taught you in the video lecture. So now it's the time for the expression. So expression, your grammar should be correct, your spelling should be correct, and there should be relevance of ideas. And in the conclusion part, in the end, you have to give a formal thank you to the audience. So here in the left side of the speech, you can write thank you to the, you can give thank you to the audience. So that was all about the speech writing. You can